Well, good morning or good afternoon, my friends. If you're wherever you are at out there, either good morning, good afternoon, or good night. Um, so I'm gonna tell you what Tyrannic went through. So I already showed you what Tyrannic story is, right? I forgot to mention a few things though in that story. So from 19 So when it was designed to have regular steel plates with rivets in it, right? So, and then outside of those steel, that steel would be, I think it was 15 to 20 inches of armor. So, let me tell you. So, the bow section right here, there was about, well, actually, the entire hull, besides the middle section, was 15-inch armor. The middle section was 20-inch armor because Citadel. I don't know why I decided to do that. For the draft is actually 25 inches. And then the rest of the superstructure besides the bridge is 20 inches too. The bridge is, I think it was either 30 to 40 inch armor. And then the funnels was just 5-inch. The mask, to keep them from falling, were 20 inches as well. So yeah, that was from when it was designed to I think 2020. Yeah, 2020. In 2020, they changed the entire hull armor to depleted uranium. I know, it's weird. Depleted uranium. They thickened up the bridge armor to 60-inch. They also thickened up the rest of the superstructure from to 40-inch, and the funnels 10-inch. Mask, they changed it to metal and made that 60-inch, I think. The propellers in the back over there, the propellers were 5 to 10-inch, I think, and then the rudder was 6-inch. So yeah, there's a lot of armor in this thing. It's because in case of war, and I think, right. So we got the front bow section, right, and we got the I think it was the well deck, right? The well deck on that side. The well deck is covered for some reason. So the well deck in the bow was able to hold 5-inch dual-purpose guns from the United States. The same type of guns that are secondaries on the Iowa class battleships and the main batteries on the Fletcher class destroyers. So yeah, and then it's able to hold 2 in the back too. But actually, so there were 2 in the bow, 2 on the well deck over here, and 4 in the 4 on the stern over there. So yeah, and then anti-air. What they do is move these. They will cut. Mercifully, from what I did. I did a drawing of this. So what they did is cut the entire the thing that's below where the ship winds up on the superstructure. You see that thing that sticks out, right? Below that, they cut that a little bit that off, right? They cut the entire thing off and put the lifeboats underneath there, and they replaced where the lifeboats used to go with anti-air batteries, and then they put some anti-air batteries next to the funnels. They put some. They put something on the. I think it was a catwalk or something like that. I don't know what we call it. They put they put these little things on the funnels, and they put anti-aircraft guns on those too. They replaced the what was that? They replaced the mask with That was during World War II. They replaced the mask. They would replace the mask with actually they would just get rid of the mask in general. They would thinking more correctly, they will put depth charges on the stern that can drop, and on the sides, like where the enclosed well deck is. So yeah, what else did they? They painted the entire thing gray. So yeah, but besides the funnels were black. For some reason, they were black. They put a few spotlights on this thing too. So yeah, during the Korean War, instead of anti-air guns, there was CIWS anti-aircraft guns, I think. And then instead of the 5-inch multi-purpose guns, they put in I think it was a 5-inch. They put 5-inch guns, yes, but the 5-inch guns are the same guns that go onto the Ali Burke class destroyer. So yeah, and then they put, I think, 2 of them in the bow and then 2 in the stern, and then they replaced the lifeboats with rafts, life rafts, because reasons. I don't know why. I think it's because at the time, I don't know actually. So yeah, so they put life rafts instead of lifeboats. They got rid of the cranes. Well, they placed them. They placed them in this little thing. This like shed thing. They put the cranes that lower lifeboats down. Replace those. They get rid of them, and then they use. The backwards one funnel. One funnel at the end doesn't work. Doesn't work at all. It's a dummy funnel, kind of like Titanic's last funnel was, but they got rid of that and put in missile systems for replacing that with missile systems. And then they put some missiles in the front too. I think like on the well deck. They got rid of some of the things that were on the well deck. They replaced the things that were on the well deck with that. That yep. What else did they do? Yeah, that's basically it for Korean War. For the Vietnam War, actually in Korean War, they also painted the hull blue, and also they did a pattern on the superstructure where it looked like they painted the hull to look like it waves, kind of like this right here, and then they painted the superstructure to look like clouds and lights in the sky. So, actually no, they only painted the hull looks like a wave. So they painted the rest look like gray. So, yeah. So during Vietnam War, they painted a hole in this weird pattern thing. I don't know why. They painted a hole in a pattern, basically. The superstructure, they painted in the same pattern as the hull. It's just the same as Vietnam War. They got rid of the mask. They put lifeboats, not lifeboats. They put life rafts instead of lifeboats on there. Let me think. What was it? They put missile systems on there again. They also this is kind of the same thing as the Korean War. It's just the one thing that they change is that they replaced the engines with so I think the Korean War. Alexa, when was the Korean War?
The Korean War started on June 25th, 1950.
Alexa, when did the Korean War end?
The fighting of the Korean War came to an end when the armistice was signed on July 27, 1953, but no peace treaty was signed and the two Korean states are still officially at war.
Oh. Okay, that's weird. So yeah. So what did they do? What did they do? Yeah, I remember correctly. Sorry. I wrote the story a few months ago, so I don't know. I forgot sometimes. Oh yeah. They replaced the Allenberg destroyer guns with some new type of gun. They were using nuclear shells. That's the thing. At the time, USA was testing nuclear shells, I think. So yeah, they replaced it with guns that are compatible with nuclear shells. So yeah. And in 1970, they replaced after the Korean War. They went to refit. They changed the yellow line below where the signs are, right? Basically is the name. They put that below the signs, and then they change propellers to five propellers, and replace it with nuclear engines and other stuff like that. So yeah, and now we skip to 2023, which was last year, basically. This it's in the story. You should see. You should watch it. In 2023, it went through. Not 2023. 2020. Yes, in 2020. It had another refit because of outbreak. So, the entire hull of depleted uranium was replaced with newer, stronger, better depleted uranium, and they added a 12-inch steel onto there. So yeah, on the superstructure, they replaced that with depleted uranium and puts 12-inch or no 10-inch steel on there, and then the bridge. The bridge, they expanded it up to. Actually, just extended it. I don't know where I forgot. They extended that, and then they replaced the armor with depleted uranium with 20-inch armor. The funnels stay the same. Mask replaced with. So the mask was replaced with the mask were replaced with mask. Mask. But they had cranes. So yeah, they had cranes. One in the front. Basically, just one in the front. That's supposed to pick up the. Oh my god, what happened here? So they added another anchor because the ship was getting heavier. So yeah, the ship was getting heavier. So yeah, and our anchor. It had 5 anchors in total now. They replaced the old nuclear engines with new nuclear engines that go into the General Ford class aircraft carriers. Yeah, the mask. There was armor. It was think it was reinforced concrete inside, and outside it was 5 inches 5 inches of steel, 5-inch armor steel. I think, I don't know. They modernized it. They put radar. They put a lot of stuff to modernize this thing. They modernized the fuck out of this thing. Jesus Christ. They replaced everything inside with modernized stuff. They modernized everything besides the grand staircase. They left up there. They just put a bar and and some TV screens to watch sports. That's it, really, for the grand staircase. But they replaced the old wooden benches with new things. They replaced the old wooden benches with actual benches, because the rule now that you can't have wooden stuff in the ships, I think. So they replaced everything with steel, basically, even the grand staircase. But they put like these fake tiles on it to make it look like it's actually wood. So yeah. Pretty much. They added a space where children. What they did with the stern was they put there's a I forget what it's called, there's a like a basically not part of the superstructure over there. They replaced the entire inside. That was the smoking room. They replaced it with a daycare, basically. They put a daycare in that. They put the smoking room below the fifth funnel. It's fifth funnel sake. So yeah. And and all they kept all the 5 funnels. The 4 funnels in front were used for the kitchen, steam, because there was steam coming out. Nuclear engines, I think they use steam to work too, because they're steam turbines. So yeah. So the 4 funnels were for actually all 5 funnels were used for steam, the kitchen. Oh, besides, actually no, 4 funnels. I'm sorry, guys. 4 funnels were used for steam, the kitchen. It's really steam and smoke from the kitchen, and to bring in fresh air. So yeah, air conditioners. So they you see where below the thing where it cuts out a little bit, the superstructure, right below that, they replaced that entire area with they replaced well, back here below the thing where it's like cutting out, right? They closed that in and put an arcade there on both sides, arcade, and then yeah, they put where there's like clean little place here, right, where there's no windows, right? Um, that's a park. Yeah, they added a park on this side. On the other side, they added I think another swimming pool, indoor swimming pool. They added an indoor. They put outside swimming pool. I think right right behind right behind the 4th funnel, and then they put one on the bow, one on the stern, actually 3 on the stern. So yeah, that's it for the RMS Tyrannic. Actually, hang on. Sorry, guys. I forgot to mention. So RMS or RMS Tyrannic. Give me a sec. What it was in so it was World War II, Korean War, Vietnam War, I think it was war in Afghanistan, war. It was and Operation Iraq Freedom. Um, the Russian. It so far it wasn't Russian Ukraine war, and I don't know. We have to see if there's a World War III going on. It joined World War III too. So yeah. That's it. All right. This is me, Tyrannic. I'll see you tomorrow. Not tomorrow. Sometime soon. I'm still working on stuff. My health has gotten a little better. Got better. My ear infection's not hurting anymore. So yeah. Yeah. And Mad Zach, thank you for making that video I saw. I liked it. And I'm just making this video because you didn't know it was in Korean War, so Korean and Vietnam War. So yeah, I'll see you, my good friends. Goodbye.